Hey there kids, it's Kevin Smith. Oh wait, no it's not, it's just me, Eifer. But I am wearing my movies hat. This is part of a costume I'm doing actually this year for EternalCon. I know it's a little early to talk about EternalCon, but while I'm walking to my favorite vape shop, I figured I would talk about EternalCon and what I'm doing this year. And don't worry, there'll be plenty of filming at EternalCon. You will get to see it this year. I think I didn't do any last year, even though I was supposed to, but what are you gonna do? So, what are my plans for EternalCon? Have a good time, meet some cool people, and dress up as what I'm gonna call Zombie Hunter Kevin Smith, or Zombie Survival Kevin Smith. Now, some of you might be asking, but Eifer, hold on. What about J? Do you have a J to go with your Silent Bob? No, but I got something as good, or hopefully funny, which you'll have to wait until EternalCon to see what that is, won't ya? Another question that some people have asked me, because I've talked to other people about this, is how are people gonna know you're Silent Bob? I mean, you got the movies hat, you might have a trench coat or something, but that doesn't mean Silent Bob. It could mean you're going as Kevin Smith. Well, dear viewer, the answer to that is this is one thing I will tell you beforehand, is I will be wearing a sign that says Zombie Hunter Kevin Smith, or rather Zombie Hunter Silent Bob, because I won't be doing a lot of talking unless I'm filming, just in case people don't get the joke or get the costume. It might be a little confusing considering Silent Bob has a less scruffy beard than I do. He's got a quite manicured beard actually, but that's part of the visual. I figure if Silent Bob were to be in a zombie apocalypse, he wouldn't be really caring too much about his beard. So, scruffy beard. Normally I do manicure it a little bit better. I did keep it less bushy, or at least I try to, but for the purposes of the visual, I am keeping it scruffy. And another question that might arise is, you bought the hat for a convention, why are you wearing it? I want it to look worn, and there's only two ways I know to do that. One, buy an old beat up hat, which I looked for one, couldn't find one. At least that probably didn't smell like I don't want to know what. And two, the logical thing, buy a hat and wear it. So, pretty much every video you see me in from here until after the convention, I'll probably be wearing this hat, slicking my hair back like Kevin Smith / Silent Bob, and letting it grow out. And that brings me to another issue. Some people are going to ask, what are you going to do about your hair? It's not the right color. It's not dark enough. Simply put, I'm going to dye my hair because during the summer I usually shave it all off. Well, not all off. I don't go full chrome dome or anything like that. That was a weak vape. But then again, I'm walking at a brisk pace, and as you know, I'm heavy. And when heavy people walk at a brisk pace, we tend to huff and puff, which is why I'm actually trying to lose weight. So far, I've been pretty successful. I've lost 80 pounds. I'm still this big, I know. That's because I have a lot of weight to lose. But it's also why people I get the occasional comment on my video, and I get the occasional troll comment, and people go like, oh, well, yeah, you're fat. But that's why it doesn't bother me, because I acknowledge that I am. Guess I'm gonna rant for a second, just because I feel like it. People who aren't fat, have never been fat, or anything like that, and think the word hurts us. You're wrong. At least 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, heavy people are more than aware that they're heavy. I've met a few fat deniers in my time. A few people who go, I'm not fat, when they're like 80 to 100 pounds overweight. Yeah, I've met that kind of person before. And they are deniers of their health issues. Because you will never hear me say being obese or overweight is healthy. I know it's not. But I also know that you can be bigger, which is to say maybe slightly overweight or whatnot, and be healthy and have other less urgent health concerns, or no other health concerns is what I actually meant to say. I think the hat's cutting off circulation to my brain. But for those of you who are naysayers and don't believe that I know that I'm overweight, or in my case obese, and have no intention of doing anything about it, I've already lost 80 pounds. And I'm in the process of losing another 60. After that, I'll be close to my weight in high school, which at the time was an unhealthy weight, and probably still is, but it's much healthier than I am currently. Like I said, heavy people, we breathe heavy when we walk briskly. But that's the reason I walk as briskly as I do. If I were to walk at a pace that's good for me and doesn't get me my blood pumping and me to go, then I would be able to, it wouldn't have any effect. And that's pointless. I'm trying to make everything I do have a point to it. And sorry for all the noise, but I am near Sunrise Highway. Which, if you live in New York, if you've ever been to Long Island, you know that is the main highway to everywhere. Almost. You gotta go other roads, of course, but you get my point. So it's usually pretty busy. Whew. But back to the original point of this video. I am using... I've tried to do costumes where I've been Joker and things of that nature, and I've been like every other stereotypical Comic-Con style or Comic-Con goer in general, where I've been Fat Joker or whatnot. But this year I'm doing something that plays my weight up and makes it part of the costume. I'm being Silent Bob, a notoriously overweight / obese character. And it's also kind of, poking a little bit of fun at me. I like to laugh at myself. Because if I didn't laugh at myself, every time somebody laughed at me when I wasn't being funny, it would piss me off. But anyway, guys, I am at my destination, so I am going to say TFTBA, vape on, and take it deep. bye.